is my first video. My name is Seaman. Don't ask why my name is Seaman. Or maybe you can ask why my name is Seaman. I might not answer, but you can still ask. This is my first video. I want to talk about movies. I want to talk about my life. I want to talk about current events. Anything really. I want to talk about anything and everything. Anything's on the table. You know, leave a comment. I might talk about it. I don't care. I don't know. So anyway, this particular video is a movie review. I'm not a professional critic. I'm not a professional anything really, except maybe like a marketing coordinator, which is what I did for like 2 years. But yeah, I'm not a journalist. I'm not necessarily a writer. I do write, but I'm not a pro. This is just my opinion. I'm going to be reviewing Black Panther today. And man, I'm hearing a lot of great things about it. So this is a before and after review. I haven't seen the movie yet. It's been out for a few days now, and all I'm hearing are really good things about it. But I still haven't seen it. Now, I like to avoid trailers. I like to avoid spoilers. Sometimes they can't be avoided, obviously. But, you know, I try not to indulge in these things as much as I can, just so I can walk into a film without many preconceived notions. This is a hard film to do that for because everybody is talking about this movie. And they were talking about this movie for weeks now, before it even came out. Before anybody even saw the film, it seems like people were talking about it because, because most of the cast are black and the director is black. And there's a lot of hype with that, apparently, because there aren't that many black directors working today. Or that's what it seems like. So this is a big deal. This is a benchmark film. Now, I'm not a comic book nerd. I'm not cool enough to be a comic book nerd. I never read comic books, really, except for maybe some of the Sin City graphic novels. But my introduction to Black Panther was Captain America: Civil War. And I have to say that was an excellent film. But what set that movie apart to me was the character Black Panther, because he was very intriguing. His motive didn't really run alongside of any of the main characters in the film, so he had that X factor. He was the wild card, basically. That's a good way to put it. Wild card. So Black Panther was the wild card. And that's why I liked the film. And I don't know, I thought the guy who played him did a great job. And I should learn his name. Anywho, that was my introduction to Black Panther, and it was a damn good one. But then seeing that they were making a Black Panther movie so soon, I started getting skeptical, and I can get pretty cynical when it comes to films. So, you know, I didn't really know what to think. Now that it's come out, though, and people are raving about it, I think I'm gonna like it. I'm probably going to like it. I kind of already know I'm going to like it. The things people say about it are all great. Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 97 or a 98%. And for me, usually my opinion coincides with Rotten Tomatoes, not all the time, but I mean, that's a pretty damn high rating. I mean, I'm probably going to give it at least an 85%, I'd say, personally. But that's not what I want to talk about right now. Right now I want to talk about the controversy of Black Panther, because before it came out, people were talking about it, and what they were saying was interesting. There were a lot of interesting tweets about it, you know, on both sides. Like, unless you're a minority, you can't criticize this movie. I saw another tweet by a white woman. She said she was going to wait 2 weeks before she saw it, so to let black people enjoy it. And this was very weird to me. I kind of don't know what to think about it, other than it seems extremely negative and off-putting, and it's divisive. You know, film should be inclusive. We should, it's including people into your universe. It seems like when you're the creators of the movie, so it was really odd. I see both sides of the argument. And I think the argument's pretty much gone now. So maybe I shouldn't even be talking about it because the movie's so well reviewed. It seems like it just shut everybody up, as far as I can tell. But I kind of want to visit, growing up as a biracial man or a boy. I always rooted for the black guy. And it really wasn't often that the hero was a black guy. Yeah, there were, black heroes, but there weren't that many of them, to be perfectly honest. And I would root for the black guy. Even if it was the bad guy, I'd root for the black guy when I was a kid. But then again, like my parents had all these records lying around, and I'd see a Lionel Richie record or a George Benson record. And when I was like a toddler, I would point at the record and I'd say, "Oh, that's Dad, Daddy, that's Dad." And now I look back at that and I'm like, man, I pretty much associated any black man as my father. So I'm not going to commentate on that. Maybe I should explore that deeper if I want to learn a little bit more about myself, but I'll just leave it at that. So it is important for a young person to look up to somebody in their situation. But now I look at the character Black Panther, and granted I haven't seen the film yet, my opinion on this might change, but the character is himself born into wealth. Wakanda is a wealthy country, so it seems like a kid born into wealth has a lot more to relate with that character than your average American kid, be that child black or white. So I feel like if you're just looking up to the character, that's the wrong way to look at it. I feel like the important thing to take away from this film is the fact that the director is black. And that's important because there aren't many black directors currently that I can really think of. This guy's name is Ryan Coogler, and I'm very impressed by this guy. I mean, he did Fruitvale Station, which was an important piece of work, heartbreaking film, very relatable, very sad, and Creed, which was also a great film, and it was a great commercial film. I think they both did pretty well commercially. And now seeing this guy elevate his game even more into the realm of box office record-breaking territory is insane. And the last director that did it, I think, was John Singleton with one of the Fast and the Furious films. So this is kind of history. It is a big deal. I don't want to take anything away from that, because it is a big deal for a black director to do this. This is a benchmark. This is something that we should be proud of, and we should all be proud of it because we're all in this together. That being said, I see the other side of the argument. It's not like this is the first thing for us to be proud of. There are plenty of black role models in the past to look up to. I don't even have to name them because we already all know them. And yeah, so I see both sides, but I do kind of lean towards this is actually a very important picture. Now, this is not the first black superhero, because we got Meteor Man. Who could forget about Meteor Man? I saw that when I was a kid. I didn't even like it when I was a child, so I don't even think I'd like it now, but he's there. Then there's Luke Cage. I didn't watch Luke Cage, or I saw the first few episodes. Lost my interest. I mean, recognized a few guys from The Wire, which kept my interest, but not enough to keep watching it. I'm not a huge Marvel fan. Like I said, I don't read many comic books. I'm just kind of getting introduced into this Marvel universe. And this is a before and after, so my opinion can change. We'll see. Only time will tell. I'm going to watch the movie tomorrow for $5 because I am broke. I'm going to admit that right now. I don't have any money, so I'm not going to pay more than $5 to see any movie these days, which is sad. Anyway, that's Seaman's 2 cents. Have it on Black Panther before having seen the film. I hope you enjoyed this preview. I guess that's what it is. Preview. I hope you've enjoyed this preview. If you don't agree with me, leave a comment. If you do agree with me and you want to talk about it, leave a comment. If you liked it, like it. If you want to see, I'm going to try to do more videos, subscribe. If not, don't. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I would prefer you to subscribe. I'll say that. But whatever. I mean, if you just want to leave a comment, go right ahead. I mean, I want to hear what people have to say about this. I'm just kind of letting it all out there. So, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully I will be wiser after I get back from Wakanda. Seaman signing out.